Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we're walking to the village, but today we're not going back to the town because we are going to stay in the village after the walk. Yeah, that is the indigo garden. Indigo garden is, is a plant, and the indigo is extremely important to the Black Hmong people here, because the indigo is especially to dye the color of the clothing. Yeah, and that is organic, 100% organic. The process of that, yeah, we have a long process to produce the liquid to dye the color of the indigos. So first you have to wait until the indigo has the flowers, which is purple. It's beautiful, I like it. And then you cut all the plants and then you chop it into small pieces and you boil it. Leave it in the wooden box and lay with a light cloth on the roof just to cover it. And then you have the deep blue liquid by naturally fermentation. Yeah, so depending on the weather condition, sometimes you have to wait for about 1 week or 10 days. If the weather is hot, then it's only about 1 week. But when the weather is cold, like in Sapa, then it's about 10 days to get the deep blue liquid. And if you want to dye any kind of fabrics, you just prepare your fabrics and put it inside the wooden box. And then wait for maybe a few hours and wait until a sunny day like this. You hang out the fabrics anywhere, yeah, until it dries. And you get the deep blue colored fabrics. Yeah, which is really interesting. After 1.5 hour walking, we now finally in the middle of the Ho village. So it's a beautiful valley. So I'm gonna show you now. Yeah, so from Sapa town to walk down here is about 1.5 hours because we choose the most difficult path. Actually, you don't need to be an experienced hiker to get here, because there are plenty of the different way. There will be from the easy one to the medium and the very difficult path. Okay, so we choose the very difficult path. This village is Ho. It's a home to the Black Hmong people, and there are about 250 households in this area. So the population should be about 700 people to 1,000 people. The village is very peaceful. You can feel the tranquility here. You don't see a lot of vehicles driving down here because it's very steep up and down. Only suitable for motorbikes or scooters. But I only can see the local people, they're driving on this road. Don't see any tourists because tourists don't have the skill on driving this one. Most of the local people here live by self-sufficient way, but and they also have a lot of domesticated animals, which is dogs, cats, and the domestic birds and things like that. But the dogs here, sometimes they carry rabies, so have to stay away from the dogs, which they have very clearly about symptoms, which is bubble on the mouth or something like that. You better to stay away from them. The bamboo in the back of me, look at that, it's amazing, really impressive. There's one of the household in this village. Very simple. The house is made from bamboos and some timbers, which is from the mountains. Yeah, the bamboos, everywhere we have bamboos here, so it's kind of easy to find. The local houses here, they tend to prepare a big amount of wood and bamboo. This one is to keep warm in the winter. Everywhere you can find the wood, but I reckon it can be very dangerous because it causes fire anytime. We are standing in the bamboo bush. In the back of us is the Munhua River. Munhua River is the biggest river in Sapa. This flows all the way from here to Lao Chai and then connect to the Red River. That's the household of the Black Hmong people living here. And they always have the garden of the indigo plants. That's really crucial. Without that, we can't call them Black Hmong people anymore. This is a suspension bridge. We're gonna walk through here. Okay, now I'm walking on the suspension bridge. Nowadays we have a new one, which is on the other side. But this one is still in use for some old-fashioned people like me. I prefer the old-fashioned because I grew up in the village with this kind of suspension bridge. This one is in a very high standard because it's made from metal, but the previous one in my village is made from rattan and bamboos. There's no word of a light. In front of you, you can see the local people do the washing in the middle of the river. And in the later of the day, you definitely see a lot of kids swimming around here. We now found a place to maybe have a seat and relax for a while. Yeah, we probably have some ice cream over here. Yeah. Okay, it's more like a one-stop shop over here. You can find water and everything, which is local price, I believe. The things you've seen in the bottles just now, they are the gas for motorbike. So the nearest petrol station is about 15 kilometers away from here. If any local people, they want to top up the gas in the tank, then they definitely choose the shops over there instead of traveling about 15 kilometers from here to get to Sapa to buy some to top up the tank of the gas. But yeah, I reckon it's very dangerous as well, so make sure no fire and things like that. Now we are leaving the Ilinho village, so we're heading to the next one, which is Lao Chai. So Lao Chai village is located on the top of the mountain on the other side. From here to get there, now we gotta climb all the way to get to this mountain, to get to the top of this mountain and heading there. Takes a lot of time, and we probably choose a local restaurant for our lunch. That's also where tourists normally stop and have lunch. We are now walking in the middle of the rice field terraces. In front of us, you can see the building, which is white and red roof. That is the school of this village. So every village is here, they have primary school and secondary school. And going to school is compulsory for the kids over 6 years old. They have to start their primary school when they are 6. We're now in the middle of nowhere, and here it's middle of the day and it's getting hot, getting hotter like this morning than this morning. That is still fine. Along our walk we have seen a lot of trees. With a group just now I have a conversation with, They are from French, and they say they've been here to Vietnam, especially Sapa, about 15 years ago, and they say there are plenty of the things have changed. So yeah, I totally agree, because 15 years ago we didn't have a lot of constructions like nowadays, and the roads was very bumpy, but now everything is smooth, and yeah, things change. I'm pretty sure times completely change everything. You see a lot of dogs. They are everywhere, lying in the middle of the road, taking a nap. What else they are waiting for? It's beautiful rice field terraces ahead of us. Yeah, domesticated animals, here we go. The black pigs ahead of us, they used to be the wild boars, but after living many generations with the people, local villagers here, so now they completely change. Now they are the domesticated animals. They look pretty happy. When you are traveling to Sapa, Vietnam, especially the mountainous area, like in the northwest of Vietnam, you have to do the homestay and the hike. Yeah, because whenever you do the hike, you feel like you achieve something. And by the way, you actually take in a lot of agriculture's information. You also, you know, learned a lot of things from local people and the tourist guide. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's more beautiful in the monsoon season. It's coming up in the middle of May, June, July. Next year, of course. Yeah, they are very cute, right? So they are now walking around the rice field terraces in order to find some leftover food, which is rice and corn from the previous season. And their favorite food is the worms. From here we can actually see the panorama view of Sapa town. It's beautiful in the back of me. But on top of that, I also see a lot of new rising constructions on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, there should be the tourist accommodation in the future. Underneath is a residential area of the local people. They are the Black Hmong people living here in this village, Y Linh Ho. So yeah, we'll be very soon. We'll be in the lunch place, which is a local restaurant. On this tour, we didn't book anything in advance. We just come and then see. That's gonna be the real experience. So if you are coming or traveling to Sapa, Vietnam, you definitely can do the same thing. You don't need to book anything in advance. This is my friend, still having a conversation with a local girl. Maybe they are in love. The timbers are very common here, and the local people here, they're gonna use that to build the house and things like that. But before building the house, they tend to put all the timbers into the mud and keep it for maybe for a few years, normally about 2 or more than 2 years. Yeah, in order to avoid a lot of small kind of insects. They come and destroy the wood. Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way. Nowadays, a lot of local families, they tend to use the lacquered, and they, you know, that's a chemical way, but also very useful. Yeah, the rice field in the back of me. So all of the rice fields, they are the masterpiece from the ancestor of the Black Hmong people. So the rice fields has been here for more than 300 years ago, because the first time when the Black Hmong people, they came and settled here, it was in the 17th century. Yeah, they are originally from China. Nowadays you also can see a lot of rice field terraces in China, Bali, Indonesia, and the other places. And in the northwest of Vietnam, you see among the mountainous area, there are plenty of that. Yeah, rice field terraces down there. So in order to contain the water inside the rice fields, they tend to build a small dam around with a mud, not with a concrete. Yeah, so they keep the water for at least in the early of 2 months, the beginning of 2 months, they tend to keep the water at least about 20 centimeters of water inside. And we tend to farm the rice in the monsoon season, which is middle of May, June, July. Yeah. So the best time to visit Sapa. And if you are curious about rice field terraces, maybe you have seen a lot of that on the social media or somewhere. So you definitely come to Sapa, Vietnam in the monsoon season. Of course it's raining a lot, but it's not every day. In the daytime you sometimes have very sunshine and clear sky weather,